Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So this is the first video of a series of videos I will be doing about orchestral mix tips. So today we're going to be specifically talking about high violins and how to blend the high violins better. So the thing is, high violins can be sometimes a bit harsh, like that. And I mean, they might seem bright and nice, but after a while they could be tiring. And you don't necessarily want that. So to tame that, what most people do is actually that they just cut the high end. So they just cut the high end like that. But by doing that, you actually make them even more dull and kind of boring sounding. And you actually reduce the appeal of the sound. And that's really not the right way to go about making the violins softer, because you actually need all that high treble. So what you want to kind of look for is the 2 to 4K, because that's the area where the violins are the harshest usually, high violins. So here is like the roundness of the violins, here's the airiness, which is all you want, and in the middle you kind of got the harshness. So by cutting there, we're actually going to make them much softer. So let's hear it. So the reason it sounds like that is because this is actually the frequency that usually gets cut when people put mutes on. So when you got sordino strings, that's kind of the frequency area that gets cut. So by EQing our violins like that, we're kind of simulating a sordino in a way. So you could just do it a bit if the violins are slightly too tiring. If they're really tiring, you could do a lot more. Or if you actually want to simulate almost like simulate a sordino sound, you could make them really, really lush by cutting a lot. Anyway, so this frequency area is really like the lushness control of your strings. So keep it in mind next time you have harsh violins. And yeah, just fine tune them so that you get the tone that you want. And keep in mind that the treble is usually very important, because that's all the airiness and like the kind of the hi-fi definition of the violins. Because if you just cut them, it will sound like a cheap MP3, right? Because that kind of sounds like the MP3 cutoff. So you really don't want to make your violins sound like that. But if they're harsh, yeah, watch out for this area. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you for another mixtape video later. And yeah, cheers.